Good morning. Welcome to Deacon Jody Daily. So glad that you're with me today in this video. I am today uh, totally ready to get going with the day. These have been some slow days, trying to figure out what the future holds, waiting for a new assignment, and all the things that go in with uh, the diaconate, the authority of the bishop to tell the deacons where to be, and it's kind of where I am. But I've been doing the videos every day. I've been doing a lot of things, successfully doing things around the house. And today, I've got some chores, so I'm bringing my father-in-law, run some errands with him. So I got up, did most of my prayers. I still have to do my daily rosary, which I'll do after we're done here. But today we continue with 1 Samuel, the first book of Samuel. And today is this amazing story about how after David and Saul come back from slaying Goliath, how the people are jubilant and they say, Saul took care of thousands and David took care of 10,000s. And this leads to jealousy and envy on the part of Saul. And the incredible story here is, although it's about Saul's envy and jealousy, it's about his son Jonathan. Jonathan has the most to lose because he's the heir apparent to his father as king. But if David comes up and they decide David will be king, then Jonathan will not be king. Yet Jonathan is faithful to his friend David and intervenes with his father and tells his father not that he shouldn't do anything to David because David hadn't done anything but obey his dad. So you get a contrast in response emotionally to facts, and what we see is that this jealousy is something that is human in nature, and Jesus knows about it, and warns about it. About continually to preach love, and so how does this affect us? Well, sometimes somebody we know gets a promotion or gets awarded something, and we feel envy for it. Well, it's a human trait to feel that. The response to that is where we can get in trouble. Because if then we get resentful and we start to hate the person for it or try to do something bad for the person, like gossip about them or something like that, then that's where that raw emotion turns into sinfulness of pride. So, so today, let us be on guard against the resentment that we feel against people that may be doing a little bit better than us, or in a better position than us, or whatever it may be. And that having been said, we switch over to the gospel, and this is a gospel where Jesus is being effective with the crowds, but the crowds are getting so big that he asks the apostles to put him on a boat so he can not be pressed upon by the apostles. This is, I think, a sign of the authority of Jesus. People see the authority. He commands the evil spirits to leave. They call him the Son of God. He cures people. People are seeing that in Jesus there is authority, and in a way that contrasts to Saul, where the people are not seeing the authority of God in Saul because they're seeing it in David. Of course, David is the beginning of the lineage that ends with Jesus, because we know that the Messiah will come from David's lineage. And so we see this continuity here in the readings. So today, I think the thing to do about these readings is to pray about our own response to others, and let it be one in love that is truly happy for the success of others, and not lead to us to have an unnecessary resentment or a negative feeling that could turn into sinfulness. So I think today's readings are reflective for us, give us something to pray about. On another note, today is the day that in the United States we celebrate the day to protect the unborn. The March for Life is going on in Washington today. I think it's actually the March day. Then they leave today and they drive back and get back late tomorrow. I think, I'm not sure, but let us pray for the pilgrims on the march. Let us pray for the unborn. I saw a statistic yesterday that it was like 90,000 a day in the United States are aborted, which is just unbelievable in this day and age where we have so much technology and can see the living being in the womb through the technology we have. And yet there are some people that are so blind to love that they're willing to snuff out a life before it has a chance to live. Let us pray for an end to abortion. We're doing pretty well. We have a big celebration in 2 months here in Baton Rouge, where Tim Tebow is going to be the speaker. It's a gala event. If you're interested in supporting the right to life movement in Louisiana and would like information about the gala, I have information. That folder right behind my guitar over there, that blue folder, is the brochures about it. And I'd be more than happy to get you some information about it. With that, I'm just going to say that today, let us pray for ourselves and others and the unborn, and let us continue in prayer, knowing that that's what we're supposed to do. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow the YouTube page, and you pray for me, and I'll pray for you. God bless everybody.